Good morning. Welcome. Please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Tyler Green, who will be receiving a Bachelor of Music later today from the College of Arts and Sciences. Please be seated. I would like to welcome you all again to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. My name is Denise Cobb, and I'm the Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and I'm delighted to celebrate this 2016 spring commencement with you. This morning, we will confer degrees on candidates from the Graduate School and the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior. I'm very pleased to introduce you to some members of the Platform Party. These individuals are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Other members of the Platform Party will be introduced during the ceremony as they come to the podium. Each member will rise as their name is called. Please hold your applause until all are standing. Ms. Amy Scholler, member of the SIU Board of Trustees. Mr. Ken Neer, Vice Chancellor for Administration. Ms. Rachel Stack, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, Dr. Jeffrey Waple, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Dr. Regina McBride, Dean of Library and Information Services, Ms. Cynthia Cabetto, President of SIUE Faculty Senate, Staff Senate, I apologize, Dr. Stacy Kirk, President of the Faculty Senate, Mr. Dylan Santoni, Student Trustee, SIU Board of Trustees, Ms. Madeline McCune, Student Body President. Please join me now in acknowledging them with your applause. I'd like to ask Vice Chancellor Ken Neer to stand once more. After nearly 22 years at SIUE, Vice Chancellor Neer will be retiring at the end of the month. We would like to say a special thank you for your years of service and your lasting impact on our campus. Vice Chancellor Neer has contributed to our success as an institution in myriad ways. In addition to the many accomplishments of his office, he has been a strong partner to our academic mission, and often in surprising ways, from his support of our first faculty fellow for sustainability, his enthusiasm and support for the Archaeological Field School, and for his continued support of the Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities Program. We are deeply grateful for his commitment. We wish you the best of luck in your retirement. Seated in the front rows before me and in the audience are members of the faculty and staff. Our outstanding faculty members have made a difference in students' lives. They've done so by designing and executing the curricula of the university and helping our students to achieve their educational goals, culminating in this graduation ceremony today. Along the way, countless staff members have contributed to the success of our students and enriched their time here. Would all faculty and staff in attendance today please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Stephen Hansen, Interim Chancellor of Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Dr. Hansen received his PhD in American History from the University of Illinois at Chicago. His general area of interest is 19th century U.S. political history, and he specializes in the Civil War and Reconstruction. He has devoted his career to SIUE and is Professor Emeritus of Historical Studies in the College of Arts and Sciences, and former Dean of the Graduate School. After retirement, he returned to SIUE as Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and upon completion of his term as Interim Dean, the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees asked him again to step up. We have been lucky to have him as Interim Chancellor of SIUE since August of last year. Our Interim Chancellor, Steve Hansen, is most likely presiding over his final commencement at SIUE. And I did not want to let this moment pass without acknowledging how grateful we are for his service to SIUE, for his commitment to our students, faculty, and community, for his good and sometimes biting humor, and most of all, for his enduring faith and belief in the value of higher education, and more importantly, for his belief in us. I am humbled to have the opportunity to serve as interim with him and appreciative of the endless opportunities to learn new Lincoln quotes and to hear more details about the enduring relevance of the Tariff of 1832. In all seriousness, I will bring us to a Lincoln quote. Dr. Hansen has reminded us, quote, "As our case is new, we must think and act anew," end quote. Importantly, Lincoln also wrote in his first campaign for the Illinois General Assembly, quote, "Every man is said to have his peculiar ambition. I have no other so great as that of being truly esteemed by my fellow men, by rendering myself worthy of their esteem," end quote. Whether it was his ambition or intention, Dr. Hansen is truly esteemed by his colleagues, by the faculty, staff, students, and SIUE community. He is undoubtedly worthy of our esteem, and we are deeply grateful for his service. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Stephen Hansen.
Thank you, Provost Cobb. That was a very nice introduction. I wasn't sure you would be able to read my handwriting. Thank you. Well, welcome and congratulations to the class of 2016. And a special welcome and congratulations to the parents, spouses, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and other family members and friends of the graduates. Benjamin Franklin once said that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. You, my fellow students and graduates, are the product of America's belief in the value of education and America's investment in the future. The architects of our nation understood that education was the key to the growth of our democracy. Part of the genius of this idea was to make education available to everyone. For over 200 years, we've held that true. And it works. Education proved to be the avenue for social and economic mobility. Education was the engine for economic growth and prosperity. Education helped make America the largest and most prosperous middle-class democracy in the world by providing for the public good as well as for private gain. Graduates, you are the answer to the critics of higher education who question the value of a college degree. You are a rebuke to our dysfunctional state government in Illinois that's unable to pass a budget. And you are the living proof to our elected officials who appear to have forgotten what our forebears so clearly understood, that education is truly an investment and not a fiscal burden. I'm looking around to see if any of our elected officials are here. So let me explain to you how your investment in education at SIUE provides you with good dividends. We live in a world in which there are more people in China who speak English than there are people who live in the United States. We live in a world in where India has more children in honors programs than the United States has children altogether. We live in a world in which the top 10 jobs in demand in 2016 didn't even exist when you started as a freshman in 2012. Technology is changing so rapidly that the technical skills that you learned as freshmen are outdated by the time you become seniors. It's estimated today that a person receives more information in 1 week from the New York Times than a person living in the 19th century received in their entire lifetime. This is like fitting the Peloponnesian War into 1 week in the life of a Kardashian. SIUE has given you the intellectual tools needed to navigate this challenging and ever-changing world. We've done so by having you learn, work, and study with excellent teacher scholars who serve as our faculty, and by providing you with an outstanding support services and an environment that enables you to learn, and by enrolling you in excellent programs. Beyond the specific knowledge you have learned in these courses and from these scholars, you've been taught something even more valuable and enduring. You've been taught how to solve problems, how to think analytically, how to create knowledge, how to evaluate information, how to communicate effectively, and how to be open and receptive to new information, new ideas, and new people. Along the way, it's our fervent hope that we also taught you the values of citizenship, wisdom, integrity, inclusion, and excellence. Together, these values and skills will allow you to navigate the world successfully. In about an hour, you'll be singing Hail SIUE before we recess out of this auditorium. The words in that song call SIUE a font of opportunity and say that SIUE has given all a chance to gain. We believe these words to be true. SIUE has given you an opportunity to gain and to reach your goals. My fellow graduates, we are proud of you. We have confidence in you. We have great expectations for you. We believe in you. To paraphrase Maya Angelou, your mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and style. We believe your investment in your SIUE education prepares you to thrive. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure to provide a recognition of the Distinguished Service Award recipient. The Distinguished Service Award annually honors an individual outstanding service to our community. We're pleased to present this year's award to Mrs. Camille Emig Hill. She received this award at yesterday's ceremony in the evening. Ms. Emig Hill is a double alum of the university. She earned a bachelor's in mass communications and journalism in 1972 and a master's in business administration in 1977. While working on her undergraduate degree at SIUE, Ms. Emig Hill worked at the Alestle, where she held many positions from reporter to editor. She also met her husband at the campus newspaper, Bob Emig, who was the sports editor at that time. After graduating from SIUE, Ms. Emig Hill began her career in business communication with Ralston Purina. Later, she went to Anheuser-Busch, where she worked for 30 years and retired as Director of Human Resources Shared Services. Throughout her career, Ms. Emig Hill has been actively involved with her alma mater. She has returned to the campus numerous times to speak to students and to fill communications openings with her companies with SIUE graduates. Did you hear that? I mean, she's hired a lot of SIUE graduates. You can send her your resume. Text it right now. In the late 1990s, she joined the SIUE Department of Mass Communications Alumni Advisory Board. During her tenure, she set up an endowment in the name of her late husband, Robert Emig, who was a 1971 mass communication alum. The annual scholarship supports worthy mass communication students. In 2006, Mrs. Emig Hill joined the School of Business Advisory Board and continues to serve as a member of that group. In 2013, she was elected to the SIUE Foundation Board, where she is the chair of Major Gifts Committee. She also serves the community as chair of the board of the Bob Emig Foundation. Her oldest son, Aaron, started the foundation in 2004 to continue his father's work of helping youth develop well-rounded lives by providing a healthy sports experience. The foundation annually supports more than 20 youth sports organizations in various ways. A communication expert, business and financial services professional, and an avid civic and youth supporter for nearly 40 years, Ms. Emig Hill has left an incredible and indelible mark on SIUE and the community. I'm honored to welcome to the podium the 2016 Distinguished Service Award recipient, Mrs. Camille Emig Hill, to deliver the commencement address.
Thank you, Chancellor Hansen, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, honored graduates, and family and friends. Wow, this is a little overwhelming. I feel a little like I did the day I got the phone call about this award. Very grateful and a little overwhelmed. Serving the university and community just seemed like the thing to do, and to get recognized for it is something I really hadn't thought much about. When I started thinking about it, I got a little concerned about what I was going to say to you all that you'd care anything about. I mean, I know your thoughts today are about your career, your relief over finally finishing all the exams, projects, and also on the celebrations that are to come. I'm sure service is not on the top of that list today. I know, I was sitting where you are a few years ago, a few decades ago, and I don't remember anything that was said that day except maybe when they called my name to cross the stage. But something I do remember, maybe not on graduation day, but shortly afterwards, was a feeling of gratitude that this university was here and that it gave me opportunities that really changed my life. I came to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, because it was close to my home in East St. Louis. My parents couldn't afford to send me away to college, so I had to rely on scholarships and student work. And I thought, well, I'll start here, see how it goes, and maybe look somewhere else. Well, obviously, I never looked back. My experiences at SIUE turned out to be some of the best of my life. I am truly grateful for the academics, the social aspects, and the relationships that were truly life-changing for me. First, I did meet my late husband, Bob, while working at the Alestle. We had 3 sons and built an amazing life together. Life-changing. The academics and work experience were outstanding. I held about every position at the Alestle, from reporter to editor, and I got to rub shoulders with the big guys from the newspapers in St. Louis and the national news services, covering some very interesting events going on at the university at that time. I was pushed out of my comfort zone many times in dealing with real-world issues like deadlines, financial restrictions, and human resources problems. I was introduced to the sport of soccer and became a Cougar forever. A little anecdote on that: I was speaking at a foundation event last fall, and I was introducing someone from St. Louis University, so I thought I'd be funny, and I said, well, Joe, I'll introduce you anyway, even though I'm a Cougar. And yeah. Okay, well, I walked off the stage and said to my son, I'm not sure that sounded right, but you all know what I mean. So. Life-changing. I felt grateful for my educational experience in and out of the classroom, and I know that that's what helped me get my first job as editor of the Employee magazine at Ralston Purina. As I developed my career and started hiring, my appreciation for the quality of education at SIUE grew. I saw candidates from the, quote, best journalism school in the country, end quote, from a university I won't name, but it's about 100 miles down the road, and they're a tiger. But the students from that university came with what I considered limited portfolios, while the SIUE mass communication students had huge portfolios overflowing with work from internships and their work at the Alestle. So began my string of hiring SIUE graduates at Ralston and then later Anheuser-Busch. I also gladly and gratefully accepted invitations to come back and speak with students about my experiences. I realized that my gratitude for my SIUE experience has run in the background of my mind since graduation. It would lead me to want to stay involved and help others have the same opportunity to have a life-changing experience. So have you caught on to one message I hope you take with you? Yes, it's about gratitude. That feeling when I left here carried over as I built my life, family, and career. As the years passed, I realized how important the attitude of gratitude is to living a life that is rewarding and successful. That gratitude led to the desire to serve, which I believe is just a giving back of your time and talent so that others can share in building their own success. It reminds me of a story I once read. After the stock market crash in 1929, a former wealthy businessman who lost about everything was standing with a friend in front of a YMCA in New York that bore his name because he had given a lot of money to have it built. His friend asked him if he wished he had all that money now, and he said, no, if I hadn't donated that money, it would all be gone. Now at least this building is standing here serving young men. When you serve and help sustain or build a program, mentor a student, or donate money that does those things, it becomes part of something ongoing. Those people share before us, we benefit, then we share, and on and on. I am grateful for the people who developed and served this university in the 1960s and 70s that allowed me to earn my degrees and build my life. I just wanted to pass that on. And service is powerful. There have been many people who have served this university in the past 50 years, and it would look a lot different today if they hadn't. Each one made a difference. Think about this. We have about 100,000 alumni. What if each one donated $100 for scholarships? Would that make a difference? Would $10 million in scholarships be life-changing for thousands of students? So remember the power of service and be grateful. I am grateful for the foresight of community leaders who decided to build this campus. I am grateful for this beautiful campus that provides a great academic and social environment to grow in and out of the classroom. And I am grateful for my faith, family, and friends. As you build your careers and lives, always remember, with gratitude, the people who support you now and have supported you in the past. Think of at least one today. And keep that attitude of gratitude. It will serve you well. And finally, be grateful that I'm not using my whole allotted time. So congratulations to all the graduates and all here who have had a role in your success today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McHale, for your remarks and your continued service to the university and the community. Each year, the university selects a professor to receive the Teaching Excellence Award. This award is considered the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a faculty member at SIUE. It is with great pleasure that I present the 2016 Teaching Excellence Award to Dr. Dana Henry, Associate Professor in the Department of Applied Health in the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior. She is also affiliated with the Women's Studies program. Dr. Dana Henry teaches courses in health counseling, drug use and prevention, grant writing, consumer health literacy, sexuality education, and sexual health. The Teaching Excellence Committee praised Dr. Henry for her enthusiasm and excitement, calling her, quote, an extraordinary educator. They also noted that she creates a remarkably safe environment in her health counseling course where students can explore sensitive and difficult topics. The committee also emphasized Dr. Henry's dedication to the teacher-scholar model, as demonstrated by an impressive list of refereed journal articles, invited book chapters, workshops, and guest lectures. Dr. Henry's current research focuses on college student health and sexual health, specifically examining the effects of sexuality education and sexual assault prevention, rape myth acceptance, and personal health education requirements for college students. She has expertise in qualitative data analysis and values catalytic validity in her research studies. Catalytic validity involves evaluating the helpfulness of research studies on participants or utilizing results to make meaningful changes in the lives of participants. In this way, her research has an applied and social justice perspective. Kurt Locks, Dean of the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior, said Dr. Henry has a true gift as an educator. He went on to explain that the school has 5 primary objectives, the first of which is to become recognized for instructional innovation. Dean Locke said, and I quote, Dr. Henry embodies this purpose and significantly enhances the academic experience of our students. I could not be more proud to call her a member of our family in the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior. Dr. Henry's exemplary academic knowledge and commitment to providing high-quality, meaningful experiences for our students make her truly deserving of this prestigious recognition. Congratulations, Dr. Dana Henry. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Tarsha Moore, who is receiving her Master of Science in College Student Personnel Administration from the Graduate School. Having previously completed her undergraduate studies in business administration from the SIUE School of Business, Tarsha has dedicated herself to on-campus initiatives which promote diversity and inclusion among the student body. She assisted in the development of the SIUE New Student Orientation Program and supervised student employees and mentored student participants in SIUE First, a program created to ensure success for students who are among the first in their families to attend college. Tarsha helped create and implement a multicultural Greek council and leadership training series and has advocated for underrepresented student populations at multiple educational conferences. She has worked as a graduate assistant in the Office of Student Affairs and as both a graduate assistant and student accountant supervisor in dining services. Further, she served as an intern in the Office of Admissions and in the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior's Student Services Office. Tarsha was a member of many organizations and participated in a number of committees, including the SIUE Chancellor Search Advisory Committee, Morris University Center Board Committee, SIUE Experience Committee, Diversity and Leadership Institute, SIUE Student Government, SIUE Career Development Center Search Committee, and the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, Illinois State 2013 Conference Planning Committee. Tarsha has achieved many honors throughout her education. She was also a John Radigan Fellow with NASPA Student Affairs Professionals in Higher Education, C. Richard Scott Memorial Scholarship recipient, was an attendee at the Association of College Unions International 2014 and 2015 National Leadership Conferences, and served at SIUE Student Chapter of the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority as Chapter Treasurer, Chapter Vice President, Chapter President, and Undergraduate State Representative. Tarsha's professors have noted that she is, quote, very well known by the campus community, and her professionalism, intelligence, and hard work are highly respected and praised, end quote. Further, she is, as it is explained as, quote, highly engaged, outspoken, active, dedicated, and upbeat, all qualities you will certainly soon see. Ms. Moore, it is my pleasure to welcome you as the student speaker representing your graduating class.
Views from the stage. Hello, everyone. I would like to begin by taking this opportunity to thank Chancellor Steve Hansen, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs Jeffrey Waple, and Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs Denise Cobb for their continued guidance and the role that they have played in helping holistically develop my peers and I for this very moment. Thank you to Dean Locks, the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior faculty and staff, and my cohort in the College Student Personnel Administration program within the graduate school for being an outstanding source of support and being a very important foundation for my success here at SIUE. Thank you to the families, friends, and guests within the audience for allowing me to share this opportunity with you today as we celebrate such a joyous and memorable occasion. And last but not least, thank you to my family, my mom, my siblings, my sorority sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and all of my friends, my fellow graduates, for taking this opportunity to speak before you today. It has truly humbled me to speak before you today. I remember coming here as a freshman from Chicago and being scared out of my mind because I had no idea how I was going to survive as a first-generation college student. I remember sitting in my dorm room and my best friend, who was then just my suite mate, coming into my room and asking me, Tarsha, why have you been sitting in this room all day? And I told her it was because I didn't know anybody, and that was the truth. And she said, Tarsha, it's because you haven't made it happen. And I knew from that point forward, I had to make SIUE a home away from home for me. And that's exactly what I did. I know a lot of my fellow graduates have done that as well. But since then, I have gained an extended family here at SIUE, and I've created memories that I know will last me a lifetime. Memories such as the all-night study sessions and the early morning coffee runs, to trying to avoid the geese as I power walk to class. Moments such as volunteering for movers and shakers to help the new freshmen move in, to probing through campus to try to find a quiet place to study during finals week. I remember the anxiety of constantly checking Blackboard to see if the professor has posted the grades for the last exam, and then feeling my heart fall into my shoes when I got the email saying that grades were posted. But most importantly, I remember the laughs that I've had, not only with my peers, but also with faculty and staff and my mentors here at the institution, and for that, I will be forever indebted. Now that we've made it to the finish line, I have to admit that this opportunity to speak before you today made me a bit nervous. I thought about all the different quotes that I could use that would be appropriate for this moment in our lives, and I pondered long and hard about what I could even remotely talk about that would be common amongst all of us. But then it dawned on me that my goal was simply to touch the hearts of every single person in this room the same way that so many individuals at SIUE has touched mine. Sorry. With that said, I would like to focus on 5 principles that I believe each and every graduate in this room has exemplified at some point during our tenure, and that we can take with us as we move forward in the next steps in our lives. The first characteristic, and the one that may sound the most cliche, but truly serves as the underlying foundation of achieving your goals, is understanding that success begins with you. Who would have ever thought that this young black woman from the south side of Chicago would be standing here today receiving her master's degree? Many of my mentors saw it in me, but to be honest, in the beginning, I did not see it in myself. But what I did see in myself from the time I was a small kid, I knew that I had to be the best version of myself that I can be in order to make something of myself. I knew that I had to find what I was passionate about and to take ownership of my own success. I knew that I could not afford to shower myself with excuses or make someone else responsible for my success or failure. And that is the same information that I would like to pass on to my fellow graduates today. Do not look to your peers and compare your success with theirs, because their goals may look very much different from yours. Instead, focus on you and focus on being the best version of yourself that you can be. Identify what you are passionate about, perfect that, and stay true to your morals, and before you know it, success will come. And that leads me into my second principle, which is to always be humble in all that you do. Look around the room for a second. There's a lot of individuals who did not have the opportunity to make it to this moment. Think about all of the individuals who never had a chance to pursue a college education, and others who may have started but didn't have the opportunity to finish. As graduates, it is such a privilege to be in our shoes right now, because we have a building block that not everyone has access to. And that building block is our education. Never take what you have for granted, but instead acknowledge your privilege and pay it forward by helping the other individuals around you who may be less fortunate. The next principle that I want to highlight is the importance of integrity. This collegiate experience that we have gone through was intended to help shape and mold us to be the leaders of tomorrow. When you leave here today, there will undoubtedly be individuals who will try to change you into who they want you to be. And it's very important to understand that there is a difference between change and growth. Not all change is good change, and so maybe you should just simply strive to grow. Understand who you are, understand the ways in which you want to grow as a person, and never compromise your integrity for the approval of another. The next principle is to remain fearless. For some of us, it may have been difficult to see this light at the end of the tunnel. And for others, this path may have been a little bit easier to walk. Some of us may have come here as freshmen or as transfer students with only the clothes on our backs and the diligence to achieve our goals. Nevertheless, no matter how difficult our hardships may have been, we all vow to never let anything stop us from reaching this moment. Please keep this in mind as you move forward in the next step in your life, because when life sends you through the storm, you need to remain fearless to weather that storm. I challenge you all to find comfort in being uncomfortable, because that is one of our greatest opportunities for growth. And the last characteristic, and the one that I believe is most important, is that at some point we have all been influential in the lives of our peers. Whether we realize it or not, at some point we have shared moments, both challenging and rewarding, that have made an impact on the life of someone else. There is power in our words as well as in our actions. So I ask that when you leave here today, you speak positivity into the individuals that you encounter. Speak positivity into the hearts of the individuals that you come in contact with on a daily basis. Just recently, I was sitting in the room with my sorority sisters and my brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and we were talking about all the things that are going on in the world today. We reflected upon the challenges facing us as the youth, but then we also thought about the impact that we have in our communities. And then we came to realize that in order to see growth and positive change, you have to be an example of growth and positive change. I want you all to become aware of your individual influence that you have on others and the role that you play in making our society and our world a better place. In closing, I understand that the next steps in our lives may look different for a lot of us. Some may be continuing their education by pursuing a master's degree or a doctoral degree. Some of us may be starting a full-time job, taking time to travel, or starting your own business. Whatever your next step may be, I would just like you all to be mindful of the very important characteristics that this experience at SIUE has helped instill within you. Remember that you determine your own success, that being humble leaves room for more blessings to come, that you are fearless, and no matter what life throws your way, you can handle it because you've come way too far to fail now. And finally, remember that as long as you set out to make a positive impact on the lives of the individuals around you, you will always be successful, because to make a positive impact is to leave a legacy, and to leave a legacy is to never die. Leave your legacy on this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Moore, for your message, and congratulations on all of your achievements. The candidates for graduation will be presented by their deans to the Interim Chancellor Hansen for conferral of their degrees. In your program, you will see that recipients of baccalaureate degrees who are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude are noted by 1, 2, and 3 asterisks respectively. They are also wearing cords on their academic regalia indicating those honors. In addition, candidates who are honor scholars are indicated in the program with a capital H. Graduates who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the U.S. Army are also listed in your program. During this portion of the ceremony, I ask that the audience please remain seated and hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. Thank you. Dr. Jerry Weinberg, Associate Provost for Research and Dean of the Graduate School, will begin by presenting candidates for the conferral of doctoral and graduate degrees.
Will the candidates receiving doctoral and graduate degrees please rise? Most excellent Chancellor Hansen, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate School, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the Graduate School, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the Graduate School, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the doctoral and graduate degrees earned with all the associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Would all graduates receiving doctoral and graduate degrees in the Graduate School please come forward?
Eric Robert Baer. Andrea Michelle Evers. Kimberly Nicole Jackson. Edward P. Jadlowski. Andrew Paul Ranking. Vincent James Schleter. Andrew C. Williams. Kelly Jo Decker, Education Specialist degree. Specialist degree, Kayla J. Bim. Rachel Danielle Bush. Victoria A. Hensley. Megan Nicole Malharek. Master of Arts, Lainey Joy Barron. James Thomas Beal. Megan Lee Burskins. Jennifer A. Bivens. Daniel Quinn Duffy. Melissa B. Gender. Brandy N. Hart. Stephanie Marion Jacobs. Timothy James Kelly. Ashley M. Lamb. Jana Marie Locke. Christine Ryder. Alan Skopiak. Houston William Southard. Monique Marie Stroud. Sarah Frances Velser. Daniel J. Wilson. Stephanie C. Young. Shelby Catherine Zurich. Master of Science, Allison Rebecca Barloon. Emily Ann Belo. Lindsay Carmen. Hillary Danielle Conrad. Tiffany Arlene Esters. Laura L. Fleury. Christina Dawn Hall. Matthew Paul Harris. Taylor Nicole Nick. Kinjal Panchal. Jacob Cole Parson. Manasvini Patak. Ashley N. Roper. Katie Angela Schaff. Kiana Yanina Sr. Hannah Elise Vallandigham. John Anthony Vidito. Danielle Elizabeth Burke. Kate Marie Foley Cole. Christine Allison Driscoll. Casey Lee Dunham. Rachel Ann Fenton. Mara Ruth Frederick. Jasmine Lee Giannuzzi. Ashley Nicole Gottlieb. Raya Lee Hetty. Lauren Michelle Heimbecker. Sarah Therese Kaufman. Emily Nicole Lenth. Natalie Renee Messina. Kristen Marie Mills. Haley Claire Muni. Jerica Renee Paddock. Amalia Marie Ramirez. Logan Michael Ressler. Rachel Ann Smart. Mary Frances Sobery. Chelsea Renee Steele. Maddie Marie Wall. Kayla Danielle Wetzel. Brittany Danelle Worrell. Olivia Nicole Wigman. Master of Science in Education, Kelly Nicole Brooks. Elizabeth L. Calderero. Frank H. Fisher, Jr. Chantel Marie Gray. Jennifer E. Coney. Stephen Mark Lawton. Tarsha Antoinette Moore. Anthony M. Bodner, Sr. Florence Y. Cheers Lawrence. Christy Lynn Dickens. David Ray Marshall. Jessica Lynn Tatum. Connie D. Vitakunis. David Eugene Venlove, Jr. Alan Edward Sparger. Muhammad Khalid Rakib. Brooke Ashley Brown Tosofsky. Leslie Lynn Chapman. Paige Ashley Graber. Brittany Michelle Villard. Lauren Elizabeth Etling. Caitlin Joe Kramer. Emma Kathleen Reichert. Ashley Ann Rue. Ryan Anton Wetherell. Christy Lee Pulsinelli. School of Education, Health and Human Behavior. Wait. Just wait.
Dean Kurt Locks will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior please rise? And some of them have already risen. Woo! Chancellor Hansen, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all the associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior please come forward?
School of Education, Health and Human Behavior, Bachelor of Arts, Jocelyn Denise Dillard Green. Jennifer M. Garland. Kayla Elizabeth Grobe. Kara Marie Gruner. Paige Elizabeth Hinthorn. Sarah Suanne Keller. Amy Renee Latinette. Natalie Ann Lolis, summa cum laude. Catherine M. Menace, summa cum laude. Samuel P. Wilson. Keone Nishay Wims. Jonisha Tiara Yates. Bachelor of Science, Mary Magdalene Agbehia, cum laude. Maggie Zuri Ali Bakesida, summa cum laude. LaJenora Jeanette Amos. Kayla Beth Anderson, magna cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Anderson, summa cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Aarons, cum laude. Margaret Rose Ascalani, magna cum laude. Victoria Elizabeth Ostrowski. Jared Dean Abishan. Cody William Baltusevic. Dana Mercedes Banks. Anna Grace Barnes, magna cum laude. Michelle Renee Beerley, cum laude. Adam Joseph Beck. Stephanie Renee Becker, cum laude. Josephine Beckwith, cum laude. Miranda K. Bedingfield. Tiffany Marie Bembry. Amy Therese Bennis, cum laude. Mary Christine Benhoff. Bert Anderson Bennett. Grace Danielle Billups. Sarah Elizabeth Burke. Melissa Lynn Bissell, magna cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Bledsoe. Miranda Mayer Bone, summa cum laude. Glenn Cole Bolton, cum laude. Caitlin Rosalind Bone, summa cum laude. Jasmine Sherelle Bonner. Bridget Nicole Borgman. Stephanie Alexis Bowen, magna cum laude. Kelly Joe Braun. Tyler Matthew Brindle. Corinne Janelle Brent, magna cum laude. Chantel Latrice Bridges. Ariel Anquinette Brown, cum laude. Janae Brown, magna cum laude. Dana Brown Biggs. Julie Allison Bullion. Jessica Marie Burash, cum laude. Megan Danielle Burris. Megan Marie Burton. Morgan A. Burton, summa cum laude. Anthony Joseph Butler. Jamie A. Butler. Anna Catherine Butterfield, magna cum laude. Carly Elaine Caldwell, summa cum laude. Nathan Randall Cardosi. Taylor Lane Carlson. Melanie Renee Carroll, summa cum laude. Angela Ray Causey. Isabella Rose Chandler. Molly Caitlin Clemens. Kimberly Ann Clevenger, cum laude. Holly Elizabeth Koch, summa cum laude. Justin A. Callner. Jonathan Jeffrey Collier, magna cum laude. Anna Nicole Connolly. Herika Denise Hadaya Cook. Juliana Marie Kuhn. Chandra Nicole Crawford. Cynthia Janine Cross, magna cum laude. Brittany Nicole Crossan, magna cum laude. Katie Diane Croxford, summa cum laude. Kayla Ann Cuthbert, magna cum laude. Kelly Ann DiConcini, magna cum laude. Marissa Danielle Delgado. Bennett C.D. DeBodge, magna cum laude. Abby C. Dold, cum laude. Paige DeBose. Whitney Elizabeth Dunn. Melissa Elaine Edwards, cum laude. Anna Incapera, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Eubanks, cum laude. Christina Elizabeth Evans. LaShonda M. Ewing. Morgan Elizabeth Feeney, magna cum laude. Emily Ray Feldker, cum laude. Andrea C. Fintum. John Francis Flanagan. Olivia Ann Tedder Ford, cum laude. Tori A. Fox. Derica Iona Frazier. Amanda Jo Fugate, magna cum laude. Anthony Vincent Gaynor. Jared William Galiner. Brett Michael Gambetti. Malia Dawn Gamble. Martin Garcia. Kimberly L. Gauna, cum laude. Georgia Elizabeth Gatos. Laura Nicole Gibson, summa cum laude. Leslie Nicole Godwin. Corinne Elaine Goodall, summa cum laude. Andrew Lay Goodell, cum laude. Susan Danielle Graff. Lauren Rebecca Graham, summa cum laude. Stephanie Joanne Greenwood. Meredith Anna Halford. Kyle Jordan Hall. Sasha Lynette Hall, cum laude. Sean Tyler Halloran. Molly Catherine Hansen. Nakia Janelle Hardrick. Laura Beth Hardrick. Trevor Michael Hargrave, cum laude. Anthony Robert Hatton, magna cum laude. Jamie Lee Hover, magna cum laude. Hillary Marie Heinlein, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Hendricks, magna cum laude. Rebecca Lee Herms, cum laude. Amber Elizabeth Hill, summa cum laude. Aisha Monet Hill. Deanna L. Hilton, magna cum laude. Jonathan Paul Himmelberg. Nicole Marie Hoke, cum laude. Jessie Lee Hawking, summa cum laude. Amy Lynn Hoffman, magna cum laude. Brianna Mary Holtz, magna cum laude. Johanna Lee Hopkins, cum laude. Lorna Rose Hopper, summa cum laude. Sierra Olivia Marie Horst, magna cum laude. Jasmine Nicole French. Jasmine Nicole Howell. Milana Monet Hudson. Amber Noel Humphrey. Lillian N. Hurley, cum laude. Amanda Uganaya Ikajiku. Brittany Nicole James, summa cum laude. Mary Kate James, summa cum laude. Maggie Mae Johnson, cum laude. Brittany Samil Jones. Taylor Elaine Jones. Zachary David O. Kadiri. Hannah Marie Kempworth, magna cum laude. Brittany Janae Carnish, cum laude. Justin David Carpin, summa cum laude. Erin Marie Kelly. Ashley K. Kerr, summa cum laude. Sarah Michelle Killam. Conradette Nifasatu King. Amber Matthew Klauber. Bethany Ann Klein. Michelle Renee Kleina, cum laude. Melissa Knapp. Laura E. Knezik. Jacqueline Butcher Coney, magna cum laude. Emily Marie Kester, cum laude. Stephanie D. Kolb. Abigail Jane Causador, cum laude. Jenna Eileen Coate. Allison Marie Kraus. Amber Lee Crake. Anna Christine Kreml, magna cum laude. Jose Marie Lackey Hoffman, magna cum laude. Matthew S. Langendorf. Sydney Nicole Lawrence. Kristen Ray Lee. Ada Renee Lewis. Shamariah Nicole Lewis. Amanda Michelle Lee, summa cum laude. Elise Marie Lelik, cum laude. Autumn Marie Lelik. Andrea Renee Linnell. Taylor Agnes Little. Jacob Philip Lundy, cum laude. Taylor Michelle Lunn, magna cum laude. Ashley Lynn Lupton, cum laude. Stephanie M. Luttrell, cum laude. Clayton Richard Mace, summa cum laude. Kara Lynette Mank, summa cum laude. Amy Michelle Manley. Anne Elizabeth Martin, magna cum laude. Victoria Greta Martinussen. Kirsten Noel Morocco. Carly Ray K. McClanahan. Kimberly J. McClellan Luster. Chelsea Lynn McDermott, cum laude. Samantha Gail McDuffie. Jade Aaron McFarland, cum laude. Johnny McGee III. Brianna Sue McKee. Rosa Elizabeth McKenna. Amanda Kirsten McHalo. Ashley E. Metter, cum laude. Samantha Marie Meek, magna cum laude. Brian Joseph Meyer. Lee Dale Miller. Loretta Teresa Miner, cum laude. Trevor Austin Moist. Amber Nicole Moore. Eric Nicholas Maroney, cum laude. Almeda Maroy Mosby, cum laude. Alexa Ann Moss. Bailey Morgan Mosa, cum laude. Jenna M. Moulton. Anissa Y. Muhammad. Alyssa Nicole Muscarella, magna cum laude. Courtney Ray Nadolski, cum laude. Kiana Regine Naylor. Kelsey Lynn Nelson. Danielle Nicole Neneman. Tony Michael Naputi. Brittany Renee Nesh. Colton Wayne Nixon. Caitlin Marie Aubrich. Anne Marie Odette, summa cum laude. Stephanie Ann Oliver. Akintoye Omokaye. Jessica N. Oranika. Caitlin Marie Owens, cum laude. Bridget Suzanne Parody, summa cum laude. Hannah Annette Parker. Gregory Hamilton Pavelka. Jennifer Lauren Pelly. Bradley Joseph Pence. Cy Hayden Perfetti. Courtney Lynn Peters. Jennifer Catherine Petz. Kirsten Renee Fershey. Cassandra Nicole Phillips. Fallon Lee Petker, cum laude. Lynn Marie Pogamoller, cum laude. Carly Elizabeth Powell, cum laude. Erica Nicole Radford. Sierra Mae Rallo, cum laude. Alexis Janae Randall. Ryan Allen Rosher. Tori Lynn Ray. Jacayla LaRuth Reese. Emily Ann Rhodes. Emily Eileen Richardson. Margaret Lynn Rydell. Emily Lene Riemenschneider. Kaylee Lou Riley, magna cum laude. Chelsea Michelle Roberts, magna cum laude. Anthony Dean Rocco, cum laude. Jessica Ann Rogers. Erin Jade Rongi, cum laude. Ashley Michelle Rose, magna cum laude. Allison Ann Reeder, magna cum laude. Corey Jerome Sanders, second lieutenant. Christine Nicole Schaub. Megan Lynn Schaller. Anne Elizabeth Schobert. Whitney Marie Slahun. Emma Elizabeth Schmidt, magna cum laude. Emily Lynn Schneider. Madison Marie Shane, magna cum laude. Eric Stephen Schwartz, cum laude. Charlene Idell Scrow. Mackenzie Beth Sechrist. Janie Ray Schaefer. Dondre Lamont Shelton. Kyle Michael Shive, summa cum laude. Jennifer Rose City, cum laude. Kristen M. Siebert. Francesca Rose Sikorsky, cum laude. Jordan Sin. Ashley Taylor Slayton. Kristen Laurel Sleeper, summa cum laude. Nicole Ray Small. Tara Samantha Smith. Kathleen Marie Smock. Sandra Marie Spangler. Tanya Marie Spradlin. Jessica Rose Spray, cum laude. Nicole Elise Spurgeon, summa cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Stark, magna cum laude. Lauren Marie Steyer, cum laude. Ernest Ramon Stennis Jr. Sarah Catherine Stone, cum laude. Sean Bernard Stringfellow. Jacob Mark Sturm. Billy Joel Sullivan. Winter Ariel Surbeck. Jade Taylor Talbot. Ashley Ann Taylor. Shanice Reed Taylor. Takarla Joanne Taylor. Hayden Charles Thorina. Ellie Nicole Thomas, magna cum laude. Jasmine Dasjane Thomas. Morgan Gabrielle Tillery. Kristen Marie Torrey, magna cum laude. Kyle Silvio Torrey. Candace Francesca Tran. Amy Lynn Tressler, summa cum laude. Cara Leslie Trinkle. Ashley Nicole Veith, cum laude. Isis Aisha Wade. Casey Ann Wagner. Travis Walton. Jessica Renee Ward. Dirk William Washburn, cum laude. Sarah Beth Wasser. Jessica Danielle Webb. Megan Elizabeth Weston, magna cum laude. Kayla Ruth Whitford. Molly E. Wickenhauser, summa cum laude. Kayla Marie Weiderman. Paige Anna Wilkerson, cum laude. Sarah Mahmood Williams. Jennifer Renee Wittenberg, summa cum laude. Cameron Matthew Youngman. Alexis Marie Zachary. Taylor Michelle Zimmer. Sarah Jane Zimmerman.
And the best for last.
Would all the 2016 spring graduates please rise? In recognition of the degrees bestowed upon you, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Congratulations, graduates. Please now welcome to the podium Mr. Kevin Nesselhoff, class of 2008 and 2013, and president of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Okay, I'm the only thing standing between you and the real world, so I'll be brief. It's my pleasure to be the first to congratulate you on a job well done and welcome you to our organization. At this time, I would ask that anyone in attendance who has previously graduated from SIUE please stand and be recognized. Welcome home, alumni. Graduates, today you are joining an organization made up of over 100,000 individuals who have completed the same journey that you are finishing today. They have done amazing things with the degree that they received from SIUE, and they have paved the way for your future successes. The degree that you have earned is made more valuable by the accomplishments of your fellow alumni, and it is up to each and every one of us to continue the progress of our fellow alums. Please know that this is a critical time for this university. You are now the flag bearers for why this university is so important to our community. Embrace this role and represent our university with pride and passion. The Alumni Association's current mission is to focus on university advocacy, scholarship fundraising for current and future students, alumni engagement in the form of networking and social events, and lastly, and my favorite, alumni mentoring. The SIUE Alumni Association serves as your conduit to the university. We aim to keep you informed and engaged in the university community long after your graduation. Finally, I'm here to let you know that you will always be welcome at SIUE. You are now part of the history of this amazing place, and I hope that this place will always feel like home to you. Please do not hesitate to reach out to the Alumni Association with any questions or concerns that you might have. Congratulations on your graduation, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nesselhoff. Honored guests, at this time, let's give our graduates one final round of applause. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank Tyler Green and the Meridian Brass Quintet for their fine musical presentations today. Thank you to Dr. Elizabeth McKinney for reading the graduates' names. Thank you to our interpreters, Amanda Pennington and Vicki Schlueter, for making the commencement program available to those who are deaf or hearing impaired. We will conclude commencement by singing the first verse of the SIUE alma mater, Hail SIUE, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Tyler Green. The lyrics are printed in the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please be seated until the platform party, faculty, staff, and graduates have left the seating area. Now please rise for the alma mater. Best wishes to all our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for joining us for this momentum occasion. We hope you will return to SIUE and visit us often.
Raise our spirits.